So there's a new game called Better Than Dead, and after playing for a few hours, I can confidently say that I need a shower, man.
Yeah, this game feels like somebody found a cursed hard drive in a gas station's bathroom and somehow turned it into a Steam game?
Yeah, man, I respect the hustle, but the subject matter in this game, oof, it gets dark. Better Than Dead is a hyper-realistic bodycam style FPS developed by solo developer Montegallo and published by Microprose. The game's dropped into early access this week and immediately started getting attention because of how disturbingly real it looks.
Yeah, you know how most shooters make you feel like an action hero? Well, this game makes you feel like you're recording evidence, man. Throw that away.
The premise is simple. You escape from a criminal operation and go on a revenge mission through brutal close-quarters shootouts. The game strips away almost everything modern shooters will usually give you. No HUD, no crosshairs, and barely any hand-holding.
Yeah, this is sad, man. No minimap, no skill tree, no legendary pistol, just a regular gun and emotional damage.
The biggest thing carrying this game right now, it's honestly presentation. The bodycam perspective creates this raw, chaotic energy that makes every hallway fight feel really tense.
I spent half the game trying to figure out if I was playing a shooter or watching leaked footage of something that would put me on an FBI list.
I gotta admit, we gotta give these people some props because the camera sway, the lighting, the sound design is honestly impressive for an indie title. But giving the subject matter, that also makes the game really exhausting.
Plus, there's the fact that when the camera gets all crazy, this is less of a shooter and more of a vertigo simulator.
But that's all part of the game's charm. The gunfights are messy on purpose. You die fast, the enemies die fast, and aiming feels intentionally awkward to simulate, realism.
This is not Call of Duty, okay? This is, oops, I missed every shot at point blank range and now I'm dead simulator.
Making every room feel dangerous because one mistake is all you need just to end one run.
I was doing perfect. God damn it, I was doing perfect and I opened one door and got to the afterlife.
Now, here's where, first impressions get complicated. The realism gimmick is impressive, but after a while the game starts feeling repetitive. The levers are very linear, and because of the mechanics, which are intentionally limited, there isn't a ton of gameplay variety, at least yet.
Yeah, the game so far only has two moods. One in which you're in danger, and the other one where you are the danger.
As to be expected, there is some jank into the game. Animations can feel rough, enemy AI sometimes act weird, and the movement, takes time to adjust to.
Sometimes the enemies fight like train assassins, murder machines, and then sometimes they fight like NPCs trying to remember their passwords. It's jarring, I don't know.
The thing about this game is, I think people are starting to pay attention to it because it feels different. Not necessarily polished, not necessarily comfortable, but different, Same, but different. Still same. Honestly, I'm just excited of this growing trend of bodycam shooters trying to push realism and immersion, unlike any other, Call of Duty out there.
Yeah, the game developers looked at normal shooters and said, what if Trauma had ray tracing?
I do admit, though, I think Better Than Dead is not for everybody. If you're curious about experimenting indie shooters and can tolerate some rough edges, there's definitely something to be interested into here. It feels less like a polished blockbuster and more like a very violent tech demo with a lot of potential.
This game is like finding an unmarked VHS tape. You probably shouldn't watch it, but honestly, you probably will. The curiosity is too strong on this one.
But those are our first impressions of Better Than Dead. Did you play it? Or do you think body cam shooters are a future, or is it just a phase? A weird trend?
And if your heartbeat went above 180 during one of the hallway fights, then congratulations! No need to touch grass because you've experienced enough realism for the day.
Now, if you like what you see here and you want to see more, then please like and subscribe. This is Lucky&Angry, and we'll be signing off.
And remember, if the hallway looks safe, it's a trap and we're probably in danger. Oh god.